Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. We all know Rome, right? The legions, the emperors, the gladiators. These guys practically invented imperialism. They ate empires for breakfast. But even at the height of their power, even with their roads and their legions and their maps, there were still places beyond their grasp. Places that whispered in the ears of emperors and haunted the dreams of legionaries. Today we're going beyond the edge of the map, beyond the reach of the eagles, to explore the wild frontiers that fascinated and terrified the Romans. Our journey begins in the west, in the shadow of a fallen empire, Carthage. Rome's greatest rival, a city that once threatened to strangle the Republic in its cradle. But the Punic Wars ended with Carthage in ruins, its fields sown with salt, a grim monument to Roman victory. Yet, this victory also opened a door. The Strait of Gibraltar, those fabled pillars of Hercules, the supposed edge of the world. Imagine being a Roman sailor, staring out at those churning waters. What lay beyond? Was it truly the end of the world, a place where the ocean cascaded into the abyss? Or were there other shores, other lands, other peoples unknown to the masters of the Mediterranean? We know the Romans explored the Atlantic coast, pushing north to Britain, south along the African coast. But how far did they go? What stories did they bring back? Tales of strange creatures perhaps? New and exotic lands? Or whispers of dangers so terrifying that they dared not speak their names? The Atlantic was a vast, uncharted expanse, and for the Romans it was a source of both endless fascination and deep primal fear. Think about it, the Romans, these conquerors, these builders of empires, brought low by the fear of the unknown. It's a side of them we rarely see, but it's as much a part of their story as the legions and the emperors. Now let's turn our gaze east, following the path of Pompey the Great as he hunted down Rome's most persistent enemy, Mithridates VI of Pontus. This chase led them deep into the Caucasus Mountains, a land of soaring peaks and shadowy valleys, a place where myth and reality blurred. Imagine the stories the Roman legionaries told around their campfires. Tales of Prometheus chained to a rock, his liver eternally devoured by an eagle. Whispers of the Amazons, fierce warrior women who brooked no men within their ranks. This was a land that spoke of ancient powers, of gods and monsters, a place where the very air seemed to crackle with magic. And beyond the Caucasus lay even greater mysteries. The Roman conquest of Syria and Judea brought them to the fringes of the Parthian Empire, a powerful rival that would be a thorn in Rome's side for centuries. But the Parthians were just the beginning. Further east lay the vast and mysterious lands of Persia and India, home to ancient civilizations and untold riches. We know that Roman merchants traded with these distant lands, bringing back silks and spices and tales of exotic kingdoms. But what did the Romans really know about these far-off places? What wonders and horrors did they imagine lay hidden beyond the horizon? Chapter 3. From the frigid peaks of the Caucasus, we journey south to the scorching sands of Arabia. This wasn't just about conquest, though Rome tried that too. It was about something the Romans craved, frankincense. This fragrant resin, used in temples and palaces, was worth its weight in gold. Augustus himself, the first emperor, lusted after Arabia's riches. He sent his legions marching across the desert, only to be met by searing heat, endless dunes, and the cunning tactics of the Arabian tribes. The Roman legions, masters of the battlefield, were humbled by the unforgiving desert. But Roman curiosity about this land and its people wasn't easily extinguished. They traded with Arabian merchants, learned their languages, and even adopted some of their customs. And then, there was the Nile. This mighty river, the lifeblood of Egypt, flowed north into the Mediterranean, its source shrouded in mystery. Where did this endless river begin? What lay at its heart? These questions consumed Roman geographers and explorers. Imagine those expeditions, venturing further and further south, into the heart of Africa, seeking the source of the Nile. What dangers did they face? What wonders did they behold? Chapter 4. From the sun-drenched deserts of Arabia we travel north to the dense primeval forests of Germania. A land of towering trees and dark brooding woods, a place where the sunlight struggled to penetrate the thick canopy. This was the home of the Germanic tribes, fierce warriors who valued freedom above all else. The Romans called them barbarians, but they were a formidable foe, as legions would learn to their cost. The Romans craved the riches of this land, particularly amber, the fossilized tree resin prized for its beauty. To obtain it, Roman merchants ventured deep into these forests, trading with the tribes, learning their customs and hearing their tales. What stories did those Roman traders bring back with them? Tales of fierce warriors and strange gods, of vast forests teeming with unseen creatures. The Germanic tribes were a mystery to the Romans, their language and customs alien, their way of life utterly foreign. They represented a world untouched by Roman civilization, a wild and untamed land that resisted their every attempt at conquest. The Battle of the Teutoburg Forest, where 3 Roman legions were annihilated, served as a stark reminder of the dangers lurking in the Germanic wilds. Chapter 5. Our final journey takes us to the edge of the known world, to the mist-shrouded island of Britain. Conquering Britain was a major achievement for the Romans, a testament to their power and ambition. But even at the edge of their empire, the Romans couldn't escape the allure of the unknown. Sailors spoke in hushed tones of a land beyond Britain, a place shrouded in mist and legend. Thule. Was Thule a real place or simply a sailor's yarn, a tale whispered around campfires to frighten and fascinate? Some Roman writers described it as a land of perpetual darkness, where the sun rarely shone, and the sea was filled with strange creatures. Others claimed it was an island of immense size, possibly even a new continent waiting to be discovered. Whatever the truth, the legend of Thule captured the Roman imagination. It represented the ultimate unknown, a place beyond the reach of their legions, beyond the grasp of their empire. It was a tantalizing reminder that for all their power, the Romans were still just scratching at the surface of a vast and mysterious world. So there you have it. The Roman Empire, vast and powerful as it was constantly bumping up against the unknown. These weren't just blank spaces on a map, they were frontiers of the imagination, places where reality blurred with myth and legend. They were a source of fear and fascination for the Romans, a reminder that for all their achievements, there were still wonders and dangers beyond their grasp. What do you think it would have been like to stand on that edge, to look out at the unknown and feel that mix of fear and excitement? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into history's greatest mysteries.